A Monday matinee on Martin Luther King Day for Keene State men's hockey as they host the Fitchburg State Falcons. Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome back inside Keene Ice. I'm Ryan Goodwin, joined as always by Ryan Otterson. A couple nights ago was a fun game, a lot of physicality and a low-scoring battle as the Owls took down Western New England here 2-1. Great goalie play as well in that one on both sides, and Peter Unger's goal at the end of the second period proved to be the difference in the victory. But today, Keene State gets ready for a rematch with Fitchburg State, whom they beat 4-0 back on the road on December 8th. So now I turn to you, Ryan. Who can the Owls rely on today to earn a season sweep?
It's going to be all about the play of Chase Carney, who had an outstanding freshman season with Keene State. 8 goals, 9 assists, 17 points racked up on the year. He's a 6'4" forward with a lot of size. He's a handful to defend, and on top of that, he's got some speed. It's going to be another long afternoon for the Falcons if they can't slow him down.
Yeah, and Fitchburg comes in a very similar record to Keene at 7-7. A little bit misleading, though, as the Owls took them down on the road this season. And since that game, the Falcons haven't won. They're also coming off an ugly 7-1 conference loss to Westfield State back on Saturday. And with that said, Ryan, how can the Owls be effective today and perhaps get back in the win column?
Well, it all starts with sophomore Nicholas Milhorn. He leads the squad with 6 goals this year, 10 season points, and a plus-minus of 3. He leads the Fitchburg offense that has averaged around 3 goals a game. That number has been added a bit from a couple games ago when they scored 6 in a loss to Anna Maria College, where they allowed 7. The Falcons are going to need a big contribution from number 24 today if they want to earn a season split with the Owls.
So thank you for that, Ryan. Coming up, starting lineups for today as well as our national anthem. After that, we'll jump right into the start of this one. The Owls and the Falcons coming up here next on the New Hampshire National Guard Owls Media Network.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
We're empowering your unique voice.
Igniting potential and possibility.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
Because Keene State becomes home from day one. Come find your people and enjoy live music, art, coffee, thrifting, and did we mention the food? And if you're worried about what there is to do on the weekend, just look at this.
Everything we do here is about community.
Because we're a community of intense learners
With extraordinary hearts
that raise each other up.
We are fueled by each other's successes.
Learning outside the classroom as well as in.
And we're here to provide the guidance and support you need to succeed.
All right, let's get hands-on.
In the lab. In the studio.
In the pool.
On the dance floor.
On the stage.
The choices are yours, the opportunities are here.
Here at Keene State College, we're focused on teaching students the skills for an ever-changing world.
I'm ready to tackle problems with industry-ready skills.
You'll get a resume that writes itself. And
a paycheck that earns.
Elevated confidence.
World-class courage.
And we never stop learning.
True learning takes collaboration.
We explore what drives our passions.
Celebrate our individual voices.
And spark possibility together.
every single student, every single day.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
We are in a brand new state-of-the-art esports facility at Keene State College. 16 brand new PCs, broadcasting PC, coach PC, brand new equipment, headsets, mice, keyboards, custom desk pads. So it is a gamer's dream in here.
This space, I love what they've done to it. I got to see it before it got renovated into what it is now. It looks amazing. I look forward to coming here every day just to see the space and just play in this cool environment.
It was a real upgrade for me, and I think that's part of the reason I play a lot better now. top of the line, everything, computers, chairs, monitors, headsets, everything.
We are recognized as a varsity athletic program at Keene State College, much like basketball, volleyball, baseball, what have you. We have 3 titles, 19 student athletes, 5 total coaches. We are working very hard every single day to put our program on the map.
Like I said, I do track and field also. It's, still the same level of dedication, still the same level of practice.
But it's not as active. However, it still requires a high level of skill and a high level of dedication, and giving it your all every night still applies regardless of both.
The goal for the future of this program is onward and upward every single year. Esports, being the industry that it is, continues to grow itself, and so we have the opportunity to continue pushing Keene State esports onto the forefront.
You're going to underestimate us. We've been working on this. We've got our game now. We're going to play our game, right?
New Car has over 1,700 pre-owned vehicles, the largest selection of inventory in New Hampshire. New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. With a selection of over 30 brands, New Car has exactly what you need across the Granite State. Find your new car from any of New Car's family of dealerships throughout the Northeast and get it shipped to New Car Nissan of Keene for free. Plus, we'll deliver your new car right to your door. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
All right, national anthem has played. Starting lineups have been announced, and we're about ready to get going here this afternoon. Should be a fun one between Fitchburg State and Keene State. The Owls trying to get back to 500, coming in at 7-8-1. Fitchburg State at 7-7, trying to not fall below 500 for the first time this season. And it would also mark 7 consecutive losses for the Falcons. What are you excited for in this one, Ryan?
Well, yeah, I'm excited to see that it's the battle of the backups tonight in goal. You have Alexander Falkenhagen. He only had a couple starts, 0-2, so he needs to get into the win column. And on the other side, we have Will Sloan. So, it's going to come down to that. Which goalie can perform, which can put on a performance while the other starters rest.
Yeah, Falkenhagen will get the start, as you mentioned, 0-2, 3.67 goals against average. He's allowed 8 this season and made 56 saves. And on the other side for Keene State, it's Will Sloan, who comes in at 1-1 with a 5.79 goals against average, 15 goals allowed, and 79 saves as both sides take center ice. About ready to get going here. Martin Luther King Day, this 2:15 start, afternoon game. Puck drops, we're underway, and it's won by the Falcons. Little toss up there, and it'll head out of play. We'll get a face-off once again. Keene State got the victory, a gritty 2-1 win over the Western New England Golden Bears Saturday night. Both here for that.
Yeah, and I think we both can agree that game shouldn't have been as close. They dominated in the first period, struggled in the second period. So it's going to be interesting to see today how they can kind of level out the storm, level it out, make it more even, and not kind of have these inconsistencies.
Yeah, and the penalties were a big part of kind of why that game was so close for the Owls. Talked to Coach Rodriguez after the game. And he said they definitely have to clean up that area, especially if they want to get a victory today.
Yeah, they had a game misconduct from Corey Taminas. That didn't help them. They struggled to stay away from the extracurriculars. They really engaged with Western New England, and that's kind of what gave Western New England a lot of opportunities on the power play.
Certainly, as the Falcons try to weave their way through, can't do it. Up the other way, a shot on goal, save is made there. Another chance, shot wide of the net. The Owls trying to keep it in, though. Early looks against Falkenhagen. Fitchburg turns it over once again. Festa now drop back for Kyle Gonzalez. Gonzalez a shot, goes wide. Another chance on goal and a pad save made by Falkenhagen. Owls play it again near center ice. Chasing after it, Corey Tomatis, who again left last game with the game misconduct, but back in action today. Throwing up the boards, back it goes to Tomatis. Owls will have to get back on side as it's going to be flicked back in there from Sean Hoffman. Hoffman, the tallest player on this Owls team at 6'7". The Falcons try to take it over. Keene State gets it right back. But here they come again. Keene State winners of their last 2 games. A chance in front of the goal and a save made by Sloan. Might not have gotten all the way through though. Fitchburg again still in the offensive zone. Another chance on goals, and it looked like it went wide there. Keene State just trying to clear it out. Now working behind the safety of their own goal, and they'll finally get it at least into the neutral zone. Hung up there by Mateo Orme Lynch. Now thrown across, looking there for Peter Unger, who had the game-winning goal on Saturday. It's going to be flung back in the corner. Owls got to win the race to it, and icing called off as a result as Koschel got beat. Keene State coming right back the other way though, and it's a turnover. They'll get a change. Now Unger with it. Unger flicked across for Chase Carney, who's our player to watch on the Owls side today. Fitchburg back the other direction though. Owls take it. Keene up the other way. Chrisofides trying to battle for it. Pass taken there by McBride. McBride, nice pass. Inside, pass across. They got help. Here's a shot, and it's over the head of Falkenhagen. Keene State trying to regroup there. Flung on in by McBride. Fitchburg not able to clear it, and now a shot save made by Falkenhagen. We approach about 5 minutes here into this one today.
Yeah, and just someone to look out for again. Game-winning goal last week was Peter Unger. You know, he has 12 points on the year, 8 assists, so 4 goals, but that shows the passing ability of him. When he's on the ice, you got to watch out for him.
Falcons win the draw. Now it's flung back the other way, where Mazer has to chase after it. State got to be wary of turning it over here in their own zone. Up the ice, huge hit laid there against Pescetto. Battle for in the corner. Falcons keep possession. And State still not able to clear it out for the moment. Owls right now in the early going. Lead Fitchburg shots on goal 3-2. Both sides starting their backup goalie. Shot there on Sloan. He makes the save. Another shot goes wide. Perhaps intentionally, they keep it in the zone. Back it goes now. Handled by Weber. Shot on goal. Another save by Sloan. Puck in front loose, and they can't get it out. Saavedra. Another shot, and it might not have gotten through there from Weber. Owls try to come back the other way. Sent in there by Tomatis. Sent back along the boards, and icing will be the call. First of the day for either team.
Yeah, and I'm really liking the pressure we're seeing here early on from Keene State. But again, like they were against Western New England, they're kind of struggling to get that puck out of their defensive zone. It's kind of been an issue so far. You know, Fitchburg has had a couple opportunities to put one in the net.
Now a shot for Jason Smith. Wide of the goal. Owls get it right back. Back to Smith now. He sends it in again. That time it got through and a save made. Another shot. Pad save there by Falkenhagen. Now Fitchburg having some trouble. Keene State continuing to pressure. And now House goes after it. Behind the safety of his own goal. Keene State, though, with a turnover, and it looks like offside will be the call, so they catch a little bit of a break there, and puck will come back into the neutral zone for a faceoff. Taken now by Fitchburg. A lot of white jerseys, though, in the area. Sent up. Can't get it out of the zone. Turnover here. Still a battle as Keene sends it around the boards, but it's kept in by Fitchburg. Shot on goal there. Went wide of the net. Sent up by Chrysophides. So he tries to find Unger. Sent around the boards by Wolleson. Wolleson chasing back after it and has it now. Playing pass there with his teammate Declan Bronte. Owls take it right back though, and now a chance, maybe a 3-on-2. They drift in. It's dropped back now for Lindholm. Tried to use the backhand to get it in, couldn't do it. And chance now for Gonzalez, shot didn't get through. Sent up now again along the boards. Handled by Cookson. Flung up and in along the ice by Beauvais. And we get a whistle. A little extracurricular again. Activity in front of the goal.
Yeah, and that's the situation that needs to be avoided here tonight. I mean, it really did cost Keene State last game. You know, it affected them. They had a lot of penalties. I mean, Western New England didn't capitalize on those power plays, but they had 7 opportunities to.
You look there at Coach Dean Fuller of Fitchburg State, 41st season with the team. And trying to get his program back on track this season and avoid a 7th straight defeat. Already have faced defeat once at the hands of this Owls team. Delayed penalty here. It's going to be against the Falcons. A shot on goal and a good save made by Falkenhagen. And the Owls are going to be on the power play for the first time today. As it's going to be...
Yeah, it's Isaiah McKinney.
McKinney going to the box. See if Keene can use this to their advantage. Perhaps strike first this afternoon. Face-off one. McBride now across it goes to Chrysophides. Chrysophides tried to throw it across. Taken away now. Here comes Millay. Flinging along the boards, handled by Sloan. Got to be careful here of a turnover in front of the goal, and they're able to get it out. Almost dangerous there, though. Unger now. Gonzalez drop back for Chrysophides. Chrysophides try to move it through. They try to flick it out. Taken by McBride. .40 seconds gone on the Owl power play. Still have it in their own zone, a race to the puck. Back now, McBride. McBride throws it in, got blocked, and now a chance the other way. Here comes Dunn. Dunn in on goal. Done! Save made by Sloan. Declan House battling for it. Had some help from Chase Carney. It deflects off him. Owls keep it in. Across it goes. Slap shot. And it goes wide. Taminas. Over to Carney. Carney drops it back for House. To Taminas. Taminas whipped on the one-timer. And now the other way. Here come Oliver Cookson. Cookson pass across. Had it knocked down, and that saved a great scoring chance for the Falcons shorthanded. Taminas drifts past the blue line. Flung up by Bronte, and the penalty has been killed off by the Falcons, but a chance now maybe at even strength for the Owls. So they survived their first penalty kill of the afternoon. Turnover there in front of the goal, and it's going to be covered by Falkenhagen.
Yeah, that was kind of a disappointing power play for Keene State. I mean, they had 2 breakaway opportunities given to the Falcons. They didn't really get too many shots on goal, didn't really put a lot of pressure, had a lot of trouble entering the zone. So they got to tune that up moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. The shorthand chances a little concerning there, is flung in on goal, and it's like a hit off of Skaggs, who now sends it up. Thrown in. Chance on Sloan. The puck goes wide. Falcons keep it in the attacking zone. State trying to make it out now as Peyton Jones sent up. And now skate to the bench. Collision there. Jones, another player. Snyder brings it up. Snyder shot on goal, and glove save made there by Sloan.
Yeah, we just talked about the extracurriculars. We had another situation over by the bench. I don't know who it was, but some action going on. That's got to be avoided as well.
Yeah, it was Peyton Jones who was headed to the bench, and I don't know what Fitchburg player he got into.
Yeah, but it looked like they didn't know where they were going, crashed into each other, but then afterwards, and now there's a penalty.
Yeah, so now Jones, as a result, as he said, Ryan goes to the box. So right after Keene State had their first look on a power play, Fitchburg is going to have a chance here. Owls went 0 for 1, but the Falcons going to make it 1 for 1. Have some looks here on Will Sloan. A clean look there and a wide shot from Kramer. Pass across again to Kramer. Kramer flings it in and a glove save made. So just 16 seconds into the power play, already a couple good looks.
Yeah, that first look was a beautiful opportunity. The whole side was wide open. Just couldn't put it in.
Kramer just shot it so hard, a little off target as well. Wide of the net. Our Fitchburg player to watch, Nicholas Milhorn, here on the faceoff. Kept in there by Fitchburg, and now it'll go out to the neutral zone, and they'll have to regroup. Flung in around the boards. Chance here. Owls try to knock it out. They still have it. Shot on goal. Didn't get through to Sloan. It got blocked. Good job by Keene, and now it's flung back the other way, handled by Falkenhagen. Half of this power play gone. 55 seconds about now. Flung back in, another turnover. The Owls are going to clear it once again. Good job here in the last 30 or so seconds by Keene State. Getting a couple clears. Now trying to survive another Fitchburg charge with half a minute left on the man advantage. They keep it in the zone, drop back. Good passing here for the Falcons across ice. A shot on Sloan, and it goes wide once again. And it'll rattle around the boards. They're going to have to regroup again near center ice. Fitchburg back in the zone. Final seconds of the power play. Shot, save made with the pads of Sloan. And the Owls have killed it off. Some decent looks there for Fitchburg, but good saves from and goalie play from Will Sloan. Tomanis, shot, got deflected and goes high. Going up towards center ice, and now Trout skating after it for Fitchburg. Here comes Keene, a little wayward pass there, trying to get it to Boschetto. Not able to connect. And a collision there as down went Skaggs at center ice. Fitchburg, though, back in their attacking zone. Shot on goal, a save made by Sloan. Puck trickled wide right of the net off the deflection. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first. Still no score in this one. Shots on goal now in favor of Fitchburg, 9-6. Peter Unger works through. Unger drops back and had it taken away there as Saavedra tries to get it. Battle for it there in the corner. And a turnover in front. Shot didn't get through. Here come the Owls now. Drop back for Chrysofides. His shot goes wide. Puck was loose there for a second behind the goal. Fitchburg back on it. Owls now regroup in their own zone as they'll get a little bit of a change here. Under 4 to go here in the opening period. Another clean look, shot saved there by Falkenhagen.
Yeah, Falkenhagen doesn't have a stick right now. He just, yeah, there it is.
As you said, Ryan, he goes back and grabs it.
Yeah, he was kind of testing the waters a little bit. He was hoping that they would get a little bit more possession, but they gave it right back to Keene State, and he was kind of swaying back and forth, looking back, trying to get an opportunity to get that stick. But good save without the stick. You know how crucial it is to have one in your hands.
He grabs his stick, but icing there against the Falcons, so the faceoff comes right back in his own zone, but they win it. Faceoff's won now in favor of Fitchburg at 6-4. So they've won so far in shots on goal and also in faceoffs. But a chance here maybe for the Owls, a little 2-on-2. In on goal and a save made once again by Falkenhagen. Off the shot from, it looked like Thor Hansen.
Yeah, I know I talked about earlier on in the pregame about the battle of the goalies, the battle of backups, and so far both goalies have put in a good effort here. You know, there's been a lot of good opportunities, and they've put away a lot of them.
3 and change to go in the first. Collision there with Kyle Gonzalez and Halbig. Taken now by Koschel. Owls can't, for the moment, get it out of their own zone, though. And now back it goes past the Fitchburg blue line. in on goal there. Just a little toss, perhaps. Collision there in the corner. Taken now by Orme Lynch. Beauvais now. Owls take it back. Still can't get the full clear, though, that they want. And almost turned it over again in their own zone. College flung up using the boards, and they'll get a chance here on goal, perhaps. Shot didn't get through, though. Timanus in the neutral zone. Working behind their own goal. Here comes Timanus again up ice. Timanus had it poked away nicely there by Skaggs. And now here comes Fitchburg the other way with a little rush of their own. Shot goes wide. Perhaps it was a pass. As we tick down to the final minute of the first period here. Shot redirected on goal. Easily played there by Falkenhagen. Pass wide there of Weber. Weber working in the corner against a couple Owls, though. Jack Lindholm and Sean McBride. As we're in the final minute now of the third, about 40 seconds to go. The first. Comes Unger. Unger drop back for Carney. Carney now. Chrysofides. He whiffed on it. Lost possession. Falcons the other way. Thrown in on goal. Across and wide. Oh, a perfect chance there for Declan Bronte. Just missed the net. And now Carney, final 15. Final 10. Can Keene State get one more look before the period ends? Unger, throwing it across. And it deflects up into the protective netting. 2.7 seconds left before the first intermission, and we'll have a face-off to the Owls in their attacking zone.
Yeah, and it's been a really even period dispersed upon the two. I know you talked about the Falcons having a little more shots in the face-offs, but really at the end of the day, this has been a really even period between two teams that have played to each other's level.
Face off, a little bit of a tie-up, and that is going to be the way that the first period ends. A very interesting and evenly matched first period. We will take about a 15-minute break for the first intermission and be back for the second here on the New Hampshire National Guard Owls Media Network. No score.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
proportion to me is the lived experience of our Division III student athletes. They balance life from an academic perspective and the rigors of competing at a high level, bonding with teammates and building lifelong friendships. But they also are involved in their communities. They work jobs and internships and volunteer. They've learned to be resilient. Diverse experiences are setting them up for the future.
Passion's love. Passion is love for what you do. Because I think when you face challenges, it comes down to how much you want it and how much you love it. Passion is what keeps you going forward. Seeing so many people that were like-minded and so hardworking in their sport and academics, being surrounded by like-minded people makes you want to be more passionate. I think it pushes you to a different level that maybe you didn't think you had. And you can do the best of both worlds and love all of it.
A good citizen is someone who wants to make a positive impact, both in their communities and in the world around them. The Division III approach is absolutely the best approach out there for amateur sport because it wants student athletes to explore all parts of who they are. Be successful in the classroom, be successful in competition, be successful in the community. So our student athletes learn what it means to strive for and attain success, but doing it the right way and being good citizens.
Comprehensive learning is being able to adapt to experiences and apply the things that I learned. Being an athlete and juggling academics helped me grow as a person, and things that I've learned, I was able to apply it in another field, putting them into everyday life. Developing comprehensive learning helped me prioritize certain things to make sure I get to where I want to be.
Responsibility is being accountable for your words and actions, first and foremost. It also is an obligation to be a positive influence in the communities around you. Being in a D3 program, you're going to have lots of different opportunities. You're not just an athlete, you're also involved in student life. Your academics are extremely important. We give a lot of our student athletes responsibilities right from the start by giving them leadership opportunities, by having them engage in the community, be a positive influence. That's being a responsible person.
I believe sportsmanship is a mutual admiration and respect for your fellow competitors. We all go through a lot to reach the point where we compete against one another. It's important to realize that. So once we're finally on the field or on the court or on the starting block, we look at each other as fellow human beings and not just competitors. Being able to recognize the hard work that other athletes are putting in creates a more positive and inclusive environment.
So I know facts of 5 are friendly. So I'm gonna box out my 5 and my 8.
My name is Ellie Lyons. I'm from Charleston, Rhode Island, and I'm majoring in elementary education and sociology. I am a student teacher, and I come into the classroom every single day from 8 to 3, and my CT, my cooperating teacher, will give me lesson plans or just things to do throughout the day so that I can slowly become used to running a classroom. I got interested in teaching because my mom has been a teacher for more than 30 years, and I've watched her enjoy teaching every single day. So I know that the passion never goes away, and I have always grew up in that experience and in that environment, and I knew that I would like it. One of the bigger reasons that I picked Keene State was because of the education program and how quick it gets you into the classroom. I know I went to other schools and I talked to those programs, and their hands-on learning was way later than Keene State, so I decided that would be best for me. I prefer hands-on learning. In the beginning, we start with lecture-based learning for education, and then once you get moved into the classroom, your junior year, you get way more hands-on, and it actually gives you the experience. And more than just creating a lesson plan, you're actually in the classroom learning classroom management or just how to deal with situations that you don't really taught. I chose elementary ed because of the ages. I have always been a babysitter my whole life, so being exposed to those younger ages, I've really been able to make connections with them easier. My first day starting at Simons, I actually already felt comfortable just because with Methods 2, gave me the exposure of being in this building and with this community and the staff and faculty. Now I feel like I am part of the school almost. A lot of teachers or student teachers might experience being maybe below other faculty or staff, but here at Simons they make you feel equal and give you those opportunities to be seen as just a regular teacher. I think I'm most proud of after the start of student teaching was probably planning my solo week, which is right now. I feel on my first day of solo teaching, It wasn't really scary, but it was like exciting, and it was a little nerve-wracking just because like everything was in your hands. But everything that I have been prepared with, so like methods 1, methods 2, has really like exposed me to stuff like that. And being in charge and knowing how to like manage a classroom and plan for lesson plans and longer days. From the first day, my cooperating teacher has been very easy to get along with. I definitely feel like she's preparing me to be a teacher on my own just because she has thrown me into those challenging conversations or just like topics. And she shows me like how to reflect as a teacher, which I think is super important because even after her lessons, she'll be like, hey Ellie, like what do you think I should do next? Or maybe next year, like maybe I'll try something different. Like what do you have in mind? I feel very prepped to go out and teach. I even had experience before when I went back home, I was doing substitute teaching. And that was like a piece of cake. I've had like people comment on how well I do like classroom management, even at like a random school like substitute teaching. So like I can definitely tell that Keene State has helped me a lot.
We are Keene State. Here, we believe that everyone is welcome and anything is possible.
Look closer. We are a tight-knit community, an inclusive community, where people can be their true selves. Bring your ability, background, culture, or traditions, whatever makes you you.
You already have what it takes. Welcome to Keene State.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
This is your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
Looking for a new car? It's time to visit New Car Nissan of Keene. 600 new Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs are available right now. Plus, New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. Every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. Drive worry-free for many miles to come. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, in an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
College sports fans, get ready for game day with officially licensed merchandise from the NCAA official online shop, ncaa.com/shop. Get the whole family geared up with the best collection of apparel and accessories. including t-shirts, sweatshirts, headwear, championship gear, and more. Visit the NCAA shop for today's special offer and rep your favorite team now. Only at ncaa.com/shop.
My name is Wei Liu, and I am the professor of computer science here at Keene State College. Cybersecurity has a pretty high demand in the job market. It's gonna have a variety of career paths. So graduating in cybersecurity, they can be employed by government agencies, private corporations, and non-profit organizations. Cybersecurity is really a field with constantly emerging new technologies. So students keep learning new stuff and adapt to new technologies to solve the problems. Cyber attacks has become more and more common. The students in this field, they can help to protect the individuals and organizations or even national security against cyber threats in cyberspace. So they can make some positive impact in our society. After students graduate in a major of cybersecurity from Keene State College, and the job work they can do is, for example, they can do information security analysis, and they can do the cybersecurity auditor, and they can do secure software developer, and also they can do some penetration tester work. So so all of this is about cybersecurity because it's actually used everywhere and in any working space. Yeah.
About ready for period number 2. Pretty evenly matched opening frame there for both of these teams. Shots on goal 9-8 right now in favor of the Owls. Face-offs won 8-5 in favor of Fitchburg State. As you take a look there at the Keene bench right now. Getting amped up for this second period of action. A lot more evenly matched so far than that first game was. Back on Sunday, December 8th, as take a look at the production here out of the top line for Keene State between Marcus Chrysofides, Peter Unger, and Chase Carney. Carney was our player to watch tonight. And of course, Chrysofides leads the team in goals. Face-off won by Keene State. Period 2 is underway. Keene State now going left to right. Fitchburg switches sides going right to left. And the puck once again ends up out of play. We'll have a face-off here in the neutral zone as it goes into the Falcons bench.
Yeah, and to touch upon that top line production, Chrysofides, I know we always talk about him player to watch, but he's been phenomenal this year. You know, averaging over a point a game. You know, that's impressive, especially in your first year in a program, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Chrysofides out of Marlborough, Mass, a sophomore, transferred from Westfield State, where he was a year ago, played on the Worcester Junior Railers and the American Juniors. Keene State thrown in on goal there, saved by Falkenhagen. Ball's going the other way. Shot on goal, trickled through and goes wide. And now turnover here to Kramer. And Fitchburg, shot, deflected and into the netting. Face-off coming for the Falcons in their offensive zone. Coach Rodrigue there, 7-8-1 in his first season, with the first season, inaugural season of the program as well. Face-off taken by the Falcons. A shot on goal, and it goes wide. I think it was going through. Scrum for the puck there in the corner. Up it goes now to Gonzalez. Drop back. Owls coming the other way as it's flung in by Luke Festa. Here come the Falcons now the other way. A little chance of their own. A shot on goal and a save made by Will Sloan. They still have it though. Back now to Snyder. Pass, shot, a lot of traffic in front of the goal, but light. Nice save by Sloan. He's able to see it and cover. Big shot there from Trenton Skaggs. Number 15 on this, 15 in green. Orme Lynch able to win the faceoff right off it. A shot didn't get through. Looked like it hit off of Bischetto, who was down on the ice for a second. Gets back to his feet. Owls trying to work it back the other direction. Working in now. Another chance for the Falcons. They've been impressive here in this one. Cortaminas works his way up and through the defense. Has it taken though now by Fitchburg. Come the other way, a shot, glove save made by Sloman. He covers for a faceoff.
Yeah, Fitchburg's kind of come out here as the more dominant team in the second period. Keene's kind of come out a little flat foot, and Sloan's had to make some big saves. But, you know, it is a thing when you beat a team, it's harder to beat them again a second time. So, you know, you think they might be, you know, you might be better than them or a lot better than them, but you might have just caught them on a bad day.
Oh, and a great look there inside, but it's shot wide from Nicholas Milhorn. And exactly, Ryan, I mean, it can be very hard to beat the same team twice. Twice in a row, certainly. Obviously, it's been a good amount of time since they last saw each other, so Fitchburg has had time to gather some intel and kind of maybe rewatch that first loss, see how they can improve. Behind the goal dog, the Owls have it. Thrown across, intercepted. Fitchburg can't clear it though. It's thrown across the goal, the crease. Owls keep it in. Fitchburg trying to clear it out. Keene State still with it though. Moving in, a shot on goal. Looked like it went behind the net. Player lost a stick there. And it's going to be kicked up ice. There by Halbig. He'll have to get a stick, and Fitchburg is on the board first. And it was our player to watch, Nicholas Milhorn, who put it home and put the Falcons in front.
Yeah, that was an insane goal. A little backhand action on the cross. You know, Keene, just like I said, they came out a little flat-footed here, not really focused. And Fitchburg State, you know, it stinks to lose to a team and then have to come play them at home, and they're really proving themselves right now.
Milhorn, his 7th of the season, a team-leading 7th. Takes advantage of the fast break. Focus there on Halbig, who had to go get another stick. But while discussing that, the Falcons take the lead. First goal they've scored against Keene all season, and now here's Unger. Unger drops it back for Carney. Carney couldn't handle it. Good size collision there. between Chrysophides and Beauvais. And now the other way, back for Fitchburg. Skaggs handles it. And now Keene State trying to fling it back up the other way, prevent a breakaway. McBride behind his own goal. Has some help up ice. He finds Unger. Unger a shot. Save made by Falkenhagen. Flung up along the boards by Sean Hoffman. Keene State the other way though, weaving through, a shot on goal and a save made once again by Falkenhagen. Player lost the glove there for Fitchburg. They'll get it out. That was Trenton Skaggs whose glove fell down there. Another chance inside, a shot goes wide of the net from Saavedra. And another chance now thrown across, looking to find Weber. No avail, Weber has it now. Thrown in again, another save by Sloan, and another chance, and it trickles into the goal. 2-0 Falcons. Wow, they have come out guns a-blazing here in the second period. And that is going to be Jack Saavedra, who gets the second goal of the game for Fitchburg.
Yeah, and I mean, this has just been some unrelenting pressure by Fitchburg. You know, Keene State hasn't really found any way to get some momentum back in this game. They haven't really put any offensive pressure on the board, you know, and really Framingham State. Fitchburg State is taking advantage of it, you know, all over the board right now.
And I almost wonder from the Keene side if maybe they almost overlooked the team coming in. I mean, obviously Fitchburg came in struggling, 6 straight losses, and you beat them 4-0 on the road. Maybe you get a little lax, think, well, at home it'll be even easier. But they have a hill to climb here now, down 2.
Yeah, that's the thing. You just don't want to dig yourself a big hole really early in a game. You know, I mean, this game is already in the second period. It's 2-0, which means your time is starting to run out. It's not, you know, running out, but it's starting to get to that point where you need to find some momentum swing before this game can turn ugly.
Oh, and another chance in front of big save by Sloan. You absolutely cannot fall behind by 3 goals. 2 goals is enough of a challenge to overcome in the second period. Owls are going to have their comeback, that comeback mentality here this afternoon. Another turnover. Here comes Malay skating up ice. Malay has some help. Tried to shoot it himself. Didn't get the shot through. Oh, and a big hit laid there. Looked like that was against Boschetto. Here comes McBride up ice. McBride a shot. Save is made by Falkenhagen. So Keene State finally have a face-off in their attacking zone. Shots on goal right now, according to our live stats, even at 14 apiece. The shots have been there for Keene, just haven't been able to capitalize. A shot saved, another rebound. Didn't get the rebound chance. Malay. Fitchburg looking for another chance. Keene just looking to get something back here and get back in this game. Falling down there was Collette. Malay back up ice. Had it poked away. Now Lindholm. Turnover on the pass along the boards. He gets it back and will bring it up ice. Lindholm past the neutral zone. Has to drop it back. Thrown across. Shot on goal. Save made. Unger with it. Unger across ice. Another chance. Didn't get through. Up along the glass there, and it looks like face-off will come once again in the Keene attacking zone as it went out of play briefly and came back. 12:16 to go in the second. Owls find themselves down a couple of goals. And both goals scored in this period. First came from Nicholas Milhorn, the last one from Jack Saavedra.
Yeah, and Keene State struggled here scoring goals in the past few games. They're averaging 1.5 goals, including this game, per game. So, they got to find some way to get the puck in the back of the net. They need some odd bounce, something, to go their way if they want to get back in this game.
Oliver Cookson flung it around the boards there, trying to keep it in now. That one way up, almost into the rafters there. The green and white continues to have the pressure here. Owls trying to force a turnover. And had an offside warning there against Fitchburg. They'll have to regroup. Going up along the boards, taken now by Declan Bronte. Bronte had it stolen, thrown in front, not able to connect. Here comes Fitchburg now. Inside, a shot goes wide off the stick there again of Saavedra. Thrown in front again and right into the chest pads of Sloan.
Yeah, Sloan's been a busy guy here thus far in the second period. He's handled it well. A lot of tough opportunities for him to face.
And it's been a great game in goal so far for Alexander Falkenhagen as well. So far has been a brick wall for Keene State, not letting anything through as some players look on there for the Owls. Thrown back in on Sloan, an easy save there. Goes back. Decent play there by Joe Fontaine of Keene State. And Fontaine now has a takeaway. Joe Fontaine in on goal. Fontaine moves his way through, gets fouled, and, well, didn't get it in, but we'll have a call here against Fitchburg. Owls will, looks like, be going on a power play. And indeed, to the box goes Christian Halbig.
Yeah, and this is probably the biggest moment in the game so far for Keene State. They need a goal here, more than anything. They need more or less a momentum swing. That's where it is right now. Is you're down 2-0. You're halfway through this game. Fitchburg has had all the pressure, all the opportunities in this period, and you really need something to go for you.
And maybe this is the momentum swing the Owls need if they can win this face-off. And they get it in, and a shot saved there by Falkenhagen. Chrysophides has help if he wants it. Skates it back around the boards and now gets hit. Owls keep it in. Use the boards to their advantage there. Flung back in and cleared now by Fitchburg. Where it'll be played by Sloan. Back there to Sean McBride. McBride up ice. Tried to find Thor Hansen on the cross pass, and now a turnover. Now a chance on the shorthand. Fitchburg in, and he scores! Hunter Dunn makes it 3-0 Fitchburg, and the Keene State crowd here is silent.
Yeah, it's a stunned feeling right now. It was 0-0 entering this period, and we're now halfway through this period. It's 3-0. And that's just a costly turnover. We saw a lot of those in their first power play of the game in the first period. Thankfully, Sloan was able to protect it, but now it's just becoming out of hand. And this game is on that verge of getting ugly. If Keene can't score before the end of this period, then it's going to get pretty bad going into that third period.
Yeah, and they still have 1:07 on the power play, but with Hunter Dunn's third goal of the season, a shorthand breakaway goal, They now find themselves down 3, and you're absolutely right, Ryan. They have to get something back here, and fast. At least before the period's over. Just not been a good play at all today from this Owls team. And they're going to have to chase it back down as Sloan handles it, gives it off to Mazer. Falkenhagen has done a terrific job again in net, keeping Keene off the board. They've had some decent looks, not able to get anything in. Another turnover of the puck in the final 20 seconds of the power play. Maybe another shot on Sloan. They get it off. It's wide from Orme Lynch. That was Mateo Orme Lynch, brothers, and Aloan Orme Lynch, number 33. Orme Lynch, another shot, deflected him way up into the rafters. The face-off, and the penalty has been killed off. The Falcons get a shorthand goal on it as well.
Yeah, and I said right before that power play that was the most defining point in the game. And it really did define, where Keene State is. Fitchburg, that was the most perfect penalty kill you could have. You clear it out 3 times and score a goal. That's exactly what you want to do. And I think Keene State's kind of at a point where they have to figure out, what they have to do different.
Owls able to come away with it. Let's see if they can clear it out. Going along the boards. Maybe a 2-on-1 here for Keene. The other way, here they come. Pass across to Gonzalez and a save made by Falkenhagen. The 2-on-1 breakaway. But another great save. Keene State is out shooting Fitchburg. It's still very close. 19-17 shots on goal. But you wouldn't know it with the scoreboard. 3-0.
It seems like they have a lot of opportunities. They just haven't been able to capitalize on those.
Finally, the Owls control it. Shot on goal, another save by Falkenhagen. Still in for Keene. A lot of bodies in front of the net, a lot of green. That's exactly the way Fitchburg wants it. Now here they come again. Cross ice pass. Tried to be sent in there by Milhorn, who already has a goal, but wide of the goal. Hansen falls down. Decent sized hit there on Jack Lindholm. Both 24s meeting there. And near center ice, the Owls take it right back, and now a chance for Carney. Carney throws it across. Save is made again by Falkenhagen. He's continuing to stand on his head despite some good looks.
Yeah, Falkenhagen's been terrific. He's part of this reason that Keene can't get anything going right now is they've had 3 opportunities in the past minute, and he's just stonewalled them on every single chance.
And Falkenhagen, a pretty good-sized goalie, 6'4", 210 pounds. Tough guy to get it through. It came in to tonight with, a pretty good goals against average, 3.67. Has lowered it so far today. But not what you would expect from a team that gave up 7 the other day to rival Westfield State in the MASCAC. Keene State, of course, playing independent this season. They will join the LEC next year, their second year as a program. Up again by the Falcons. As we near about 6 minutes to play. Up ice here now. Boschetto chasing after it. Fitchburg onside. Another chance here on goal. A shot. It gets tipped and goes above the net of Sloan. Maybe another look here for Fitchburg. Snyder throws it in. And a save made. Dunn has it. And now they'll drop back with Trenton Skaggs. Throws it back into Dunn. Hunter Dunn, who had the shorthand goal. Owls take it back, though, the other way. Those Tomatoes trying to find Joe Fontaine across. Couldn't do it. Fitchburg trying to end a 6-game losing streak and get back to above 500. A win will put them at 8-7 if they can hold on here today. It's still another period and a quarter to go. Back the other way they come. Fitchburg has seemingly been the more physical team here too, Ryan. Today.
Yeah, I mean, and they've been physical when it matters. They don't play out. They haven't really done anything after the whistle. They've played clean and they've played aggressively. And you know, you see some of the extracurriculars going on, and a lot of it starts at Keene State, you know. And Fitchburg's protected their goalie after the whistle, and you know, they've put hits on. They've had an aggressive forecheck, especially in the second period. I mean, that's what's led to a couple of these goals. It's just being there and being in that back end, you know. And those are the opportunities that you want. You want physicality.
Yeah, and you certainly hope it doesn't get any chippier on Keene's side. I mean, they've done a good job to this point, limiting the penalties. Fitchburg is 0 for 1 on the power play, so that didn't bite them. But they've, of course, allowed the shorthand goal to Dunn on the breakaway. 3 goals allowed in total this period for Fitchburg. McBride with a shot, gets deflected and into the netting. McBride, the freshman defenseman, as you see him go to the bench now out of Phoenix, Arizona, so not exactly a place you expect a lot of hockey players to come from.
Yeah, they don't even have an NHL team there anymore.
No, they lost, or right? They did lose the Coyotes,
they lost
right?
it. Yeah, they're in Utah now.
Oh, that's right. Utah Hockey Club. Almost forgot about that. Here's Peter Unger. Chance inside, a shot from Chrysofides. And the net, I think, came dislodged. It did. We talked about that the other night. These nets here at Keene Ice just don't stay on the pegs.
I don't know why they do that, because I've never seen hockey games where the peg just pop off so much. I mean, this is our first one tonight, but we had like 6 against who were we playing the other night?
Western New England.
Western
back on
New England,
Saturday.
yeah, that's who we were playing. Yeah, I mean, it was ridiculous. It just kept coming undone, and a lot of opportunities end at, you know, the dislodging of the net.
Owls control the face-off and a shot right out of it, but a great save again by Falkenhagen off of, looked like Kyle Gonzalez.
I mean, he's even frustrating me right now. I don't know. I can't imagine what it's like to be Keene State putting up 24 shots, and he still hasn't let anything in. He's been a brick wall out there. Like,
Owls trying to control another face-off. They win it and keep it in. Throw the cross. Maybe that was a shot, actually, that got tipped from Sean Hoffman. Goes back to Hoffman now. Cross trying to find Kyle Gonzalez. Gonzalez falls down. And now here's Beauvais. Beauvais inside. Beauvais throw it across. Falcons still have it. Wilson. Shot got tipped and deflected wide. Keene the other way now. 3.5 to go. Shot on goal. Easy save there for Fitchburg. Under 3.5 left in the second. Owls down 3. And you got to think, Ryan, that Keene State at least has to have a goal here before the end of the period.
yeah, I was just about to say that. It's they got to have something to look upon that's positive from this period, because they haven't had anything yet. You know, something that they can take in the third period. You know, 3-1 game in the third period is a lot different than 3-0. You know, especially for momentum. You know, And having the last goal scored in the period does a lot for your confidence and would, ultimately help them potentially get back in this game.
2 goals is at least manageable to come back from. It's not easy, but and now a chance in front. A great save by Sloan. Nick Weber tried to make it 4-0, and now another chance. Puck goes wide. Sloan keeps it at 3-0 though, at least for right now. Cross there, Kearney. Kearney, who we had our eye on coming in, loses control of the puck. Owls able to keep it in though. And now Fitchburg back through the neutral zone. 2-on-1 here. Cross pass, nice deflection there by Ryan Koschel, the defenseman. Another guy out of Arizona, Chandler, Arizona. Thor Hansen trying to bring it up. Another turnover in the defensive zone. Back across. Not able to get a clean look there for Fitchburg was Snyder. He's sent back along the boards for an icing.
Yeah, and Fitchburg's kept up that unrelenting pressure. They had a little bit of a lull where Keene had some opportunities, but now you're in a situation where you're iced. You're in your own zone. You're down 3-0. So this is another big step for Keene right here if they can get a defensive stop in their own defensive zone.
Will be Jeremy Millay on the faceoff here. And the Owls win it as he was going against Hansen. Back it goes now to Hansen. Hansen bringing it up. Nice cross-ice pass. Clean shot there on Falkenhagen and another good save. Falkenhagen now has faced, I believe that'll be 25 shots on goal. Now look the other way. A save by Will Sloan. I believe now 25 shots on Falkenhagen. He saved all of them. Sloan, meanwhile, 21. Could be a chance for 22 or more here. Sent in, deflected, and it got through. Might have been off an Owl in front of the net as we near the final minute. Timanis doesn't have a lot of help, has to bring it up himself and look for his teammates to get back. Puck now trickling to the Keene defensive zone where it's handled by McBride. The final minute here of period 2, a period which has not been good at all for Keene. But let's see if they can answer here before it's over. Thrown in front, easy save there. Couldn't get much easier for Falkenhagen.
Yeah, that was probably the easiest save of his game right there, but at least it gets Keene in that offensive zone, maybe an offensive zone face-off.
Keene State still out shooting Fitchburg now, make it 26-21 shots on goal, but the most important category is goals, and it's in favor of Fitchburg 3-0. Shot on goal, big slap shot and a good save again. I'll still have it. Hansen brings it through. Puck loose behind the goal. They fall down, and now the goal comes dislodged.
Yep, and that's another dislodge.
Yeah. That one, it seemed like a couple players at least made contact with, so not. It took some force there, but
yeah, but that was another. You had Falkenhagen on the ground. That was another opportunity that you just have to capitalize on, and Keene State just can't find the back of the net right now.
Half a minute to go here in the second. The Falcons come away with it, flung along into the corner, and icing is the call as McBride gets to it. Maybe one last charge here for the Owls before the second comes to an end.
Yeah, but Falkenhagen's probably going to have something to say about it, the way he's playing right now.
That's what I'm thinking. still. It's a new look.
Face off, tangled for by both teams. It looks like the Falcons come away cleanly with it, and they send it up into the neutral zone. Maybe a look of their own, and offside is the call. So we'll come back to near center ice.
Yeah, and that looks like it's about wraps for Keene State's offensive opportunities in this second period. Probably going to be taking this game into the third period down by 3, which is just not at all where you want to be.
Fitchburg racing to the puck there. It's Snyder. 5 seconds to go here in the second. A scrum for the puck in the corner is going to be the way that the second period ends, and a disappointing second period at that for the Keene State Owls. They allow 3 goals, including a shorthand goal to close it out. We'll head to the third. Keene State going to have to mount a big comeback today in this one. We'll be right back.
I remember writing in the 2nd grade that I wanted to be a teacher, and I always knew that I was going to be a teacher. I started school a year early, and it created challenges for me because I wasn't able to pick up material as fast as the other students. Outside of school, my jaju would quiz me on my math facts and read with me. It showed me that even though I had challenges in school, there were still people who wanted to help me. In high school, I knew I had to work harder than everyone else to get the same results, but I had teachers that would help me in subject areas outside of their own because they could relate to how I felt. The way these interactions with my jaju and my teachers made me feel while I was learning is the inspiration for how I'd like my students to feel. I'm able to build relationships and be vulnerable with my students when they're struggling because I've been in their shoes and I know exactly how they feel. Being able to relate to them from my own experience has become a massive asset in becoming a teacher.
I'm very ambitious. I like to push myself to do the best that I can possibly do, and I would say that I'm a very outgoing person, and I definitely like to think outside of the box and meet new people and kind of push my own boundaries. I'm involved in student government, pre-law society. I've been an orientation leader, a community assistant. I'm involved in Greek life. I was involved in the Panhellenic Council and some other organizations as well. I would say that I would connect being ambitious with the amount of involvement that I pursue. I'm someone that likes to be really busy, and the unique part of being a student at Keene State College is I've had the opportunity to be part of so many organizations. It's been a really incredible experience. I chose to get involved in all those different areas on campus because it's helped me become a better student. I think when you're really involved in your community and you're an involved student, you're able to become more interested in what you're learning about in class and make better connections with the students that are in class with you. The ways that I have made an impact on campus is that I've started some diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. I was the first Vice President of Equity and Belonging for Delta Phi Epsilon and the first Vice President of Equity and Diversity for the Panhellenic Council. So being able to spearhead those 2 positions and start some new activity on campus has been a really wonderful experience. I would say I'm personally passionate about many different human rights issues, specifically in Latin America. My family is from Latin America, so I firsthand have been able to experience some things that are going on in Latin America that I was not able to fully learn about and research until I came to college. Coming to Keene State College, I've learned that I love learning about issues that are happening across the world, and it's an opportunity that I was not able to have in high school, as well as the opportunity to learn about topics that are happening not only in the United States, from professors that have experience in other countries around the world, which is a very unique experience. This past summer, I did the Washington Center internship through the Global Education Office, and I was able to spend a semester in Washington, D.C., and I worked for the Hispanic Association on Corporate Responsibility, where I created diversity, equity, and inclusion training for Fortune 500 companies. That was an absolutely amazing experience. I got to learn more about my passion about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and education as well, which is a topic that's really intertwined with Holocaust and genocide studies. And I also got to spend time to do research into topics that I'm interested in, which is something that's very unique about the Holocaust and genocide studies program.
A single thread is unique. Like each of us, full of purpose and potential. A strand designed to connect, strengthen, and unite. But we face different challenges and have different opportunities. By acknowledging that others may struggle in ways we do not, we can celebrate our differences, embrace each other, and fortify the ties among us. A single thread can fray, yet when it's woven with another, a bond forms. A new strength created by the fabric of the whole. Let's embrace the fabric we make together, the diversity of our threads, to reach beyond ourselves and overcome the impossible. The true power of our game comes from unifying our individual backgrounds, connecting our unique stories, enabling us to be stronger, braver, greater. We can achieve so much more when we are all as one.
What a season! The confetti is gonna fall. There she goes, and she's got it! How sweet is this, and how wonderful for the sport!
New Car has over 1,700 pre-owned vehicles, the largest selection of inventory in New Hampshire. New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. With a selection of over 30 brands, New Car has exactly what you need across the Granite State. Find your new car from any of New Car's family of dealerships throughout the Northeast and get it shipped to New Car Nissan of Keene for free. Plus, we'll deliver your new car right to your door. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
At Keene State College, life is an adventure. You'll forge your path forward. As an owl, you'll take on challenges in the classroom, field, court, or track. Every worthwhile adventure has its share of blood, sweat, and tears. It takes hard work and dedication. No owl flies alone on their journey at Keene State. Teammates, coaches, professors, alumni, and fellow owls are with you along the way. They lift you up as you continue forward. When you're part of Owl Nation, you become the person you truly want to be.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty and no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
The road to national championships runs through NCAA.com. And whether you follow one college team or all of them, it's never been easier to get the content you want all in one place. With live broadcasts of multiple championships across all divisions, with exclusive access.
This is your ticket to the NCAA tournament.
And highlights for every single championship. Stay in the game all season long with NCAA.com, the home of college sports.
All right, pay attention. Welcome to Fandom 101. We'll cover the tools of the trade from foam fingers in the wave to the super secret wave. How's that for a course description? Lesson 1, your game starts long before the opening whistle, so arrive prepared. 2, if something piques your interest, raise your hand. And 3, work in groups. NCAA championships. Attendance is encouraged. Passion is mandatory. Get your seats today at ncaa.com/tickets. Class dismissed.
My name is Wei Lu, and I am the professor of computer science here at Keene State College. Cybersecurity has a pretty high demand in the job market. It's gonna have a variety of career paths. So graduating in cybersecurity, they can be employed by government agencies, private corporations, and non-profit organizations. Cybersecurity is really a field with constantly emerging new technologies. So students keep learning new stuff and adapt to new technologies to solve the problems. Cyber attacks has become more and more common. The students in this field, they can help to protect the individuals and organizations or even national security against cyber threats in cyberspace. So they can make some positive impact in our society. After students graduate in a major of cybersecurity from Keene State College, and the job work they can do is, for example, they can do information security analysis, and they can do the cybersecurity auditor, and they can do secure software developer, and also they can do some penetration tester work. So so all of this is about cybersecurity because it's actually used everywhere and in any working space. Yeah.
We know you will find your community along Appian Way here at Keene State College. Over a campfire on the Student Center lawn. In some friendly games and competition. Or in a club you connect to at the Student Involvement Fair. Maybe you will find your people on the courts, in a cheering section in the stands, at the rink on the ice, skating as an owl, or chilling in the yoga studio. Your connections may take place on the quad, listening to music, hanging out with friends, participating in a Keene State tradition like Pumpkin Palooza, or working on a group project, studying with classmates. Maybe your talents will bring you together with your community on one of our stages, in the main theater, or the recital hall at the Redfern Arts Center. For us, community is all about the people you meet and the connections you make. At Keene State, our community is really about you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kim Laufer, and I teach in social media. We find that there are so many jobs available in social media management, in social media analytics, in public relations. Everybody is looking for someone who can do social media, who can help them create a strategy and measure whether that strategy is working. In the social media major, you'll learn how to create effective content. You'll learn how to analyze content and make sure that the goals that you're trying to reach are being met. So the new social media major is going to help students learn how to build content that's appropriate for all different types of social media, whether it's TikTok or LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram. You're going to learn how to create videos, create photos, and create post content. The social media major is designed to give you a well-rounded experience that pulls from a lot of different disciplines, including business and art, computer science, and journalism. So the goal of our social media major is to give you the experience that you're going to need to go out and do social media for yourself, for small businesses, for nonprofit organizations, healthcare, journalism, whatever you're interested in.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
We are back here for the third period. Keene State with a big hill to climb, finding themselves down 3. 3 goals in the second from Fitchburg from Nicholas Milhorn, Jack Saavedra, and Hunter Dunn. Dunn's came on a shorthand goal. And before we get going here in the third, we'll just keep your attention on the men's basketball game, which will be taking place later tonight at Spalding Gym at 7 p.m. Keene State men's basketball will take on Middlebury College. It's been an interesting matchup over the last few years. Middlebury, of course, a couple of years ago, around this time, came into Keene State and beat them. But that was back when they were a ranked team, and that'll be on the Owls Media Network as well. So just a reminder to maybe tune into that one, maybe head out to the game if you have time later.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Middlebury's, like I said, played 5 ranked teams, this year, and they've struggled against them, but it'll be interesting to see how they match up against Keene. Keene's fallen out of the rankings as of late. They've kind of struggled over the holiday break, so see how Keene State can kind of get a big win, or Middlebury can pull off a pretty big upset.
Yeah, it would be a very sizable upset. Of course, a couple of years ago, Middlebury was ranked, and Keene State obviously also ranked. Keene State still ranked, but it would be a much bigger upset this time around if the Middlebury team can pull it off. I believe the Panthers, if I remember their mascot correctly. Yes, they are indeed the Panthers. I get to point it out. And we'll have another face-off here in the Keene State offensive zone. Owls just trying to get something back very quickly as you look on again at Coach Rodrigue, hoping that his team will not drop their 9th contest today. And a turnover there, a chance maybe for Kearney. Kearney throws across, wide open goal, and it didn't get through. That was Koschel who would have had the shot, as it's going to be sent back for an icing by Fitchburg.
Yeah, and Keene's time is dwindling by the second. They got to have a goal here sometime in the next couple of minutes, because this, they're not going to get back in this game until they score the first one. That's when the goals start coming in. You saw how Fitchburg did it. They scored 1, then scored 2, and then scored 3 really, really quick. They got that momentum on their side.
Yeah, Nicholas Milhorn, their leading goal scorer, got his 7th. That got him on the board. And then a couple more after that. And we are where we are right now as a result. Here is Oliver Cookson. Fitchburg working back into the Keene zone. Shot on goal, easy save there by Sloan. And again, Sloan, Keene State's usual goalie has been Ben Skelton. We saw him in net on Saturday night. Had a good night, only allowed the 1 goal in the 2-1 victory. Stood on his head multiple times. But perhaps getting a day off today as relatively short rest. Shot on goal, save made there once again by Falkenhagen. Alexander Falkenhagen again has played terrific, making the save there on Festa.
Yeah, and to touch upon a little bit more about Ben Skelton, he 2.74 goals against and a .921 save percentage. He's been phenomenal this year. I know you want to give him the break, but in a game like this, especially with Fitchburg, they're kind of a team that you want to compete with. They're the same level of you. So it was interesting to see that Sloan got the start today compared to Skelton. To give him rest. They're heading up to Buffalo State, to play that outdoor classic game. So, I'd expect to see Celtics.
Yeah, big collision there. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, that was a massive hit.
Yeah, Buffalo State checked in on them a little bit before this game today. They have about a week off between. They last played Friday. They lost to number 1 Hobart College back at home 3-0. but they come in at 10-6. They'll be going into that game Friday with that record. So it'll be a test for Keene State, who, depending on how this one finishes, will either be 8-8, 8-8-1, or 7-9-1. They're going to have to mount a big comeback, though, if they don't want it to be 7-9-1. Up the other way, Keene State takes it in their own zone. Try to get it across, and it's going to hit a broken stick that's still in the middle of the ice. Or the other way, here comes Fitchburg. Take it now. Hoffman fell down. And now Hoffman with a takedown. After that, no call. And now we get a, looks like, official holding a hand up. We'll have a delayed penalty here, I think, against Fitchburg.
Yeah, it was a little post after the after that takedown.
Yeah, it took kind of a delayed call there, but they eventually, Hoffman kind of draws it. No offside. Gonzalez shoots. And now it's going to be touched by Fitchburg, so we'll get the call.
Yeah, and I mean, I think we could be on terms that if Keene State doesn't score here, this game is probably going to head down, down the toilet. This is the most important power play they're going to have. If they can't get something here, then they probably won't be able to get anything going for the rest of this period.
Alolan Orme Lynch is the one who's going to head to the box. One of a couple brothers, his brother Mateo, wears number 17. Both out of, don't know if I'm pronouncing this, Courbevoie, France, in the College of St. Scholastica. Tough names there. Shot by Chrysophides, and it gets blocked. Another chance, a wraparound there from Unger to no avail, and it's going to be cleared now by the Falcons. Still saying the Hawks. We had Hilbert here in for the women's team a couple games Friday and Saturday morning. Chrysophides sends it in. It's in. Marcus Chrysophides. How about that? It looked like it was like a little pass across, but it becomes the first goal on the power play tonight, and Keene State does get that goal.
Yeah, that's huge for them. That was kind of one of those weird goals, kind of puck bounces in a weird direction on Falkenhagen. So, now that you kind of have a little bit of momentum, this is where you start to kind of push the offense, push the forecheck, stop playing passive, push up on that offensive, on that center line, play at the half line, kind of press Fitchburg any chance you can get, and you can get right back in this game.
Keene State now 1 for 3 today on the man advantage. Marcus Chrysophides with his 14th goal of the season. Team lead very easily. And we'll see if that brings them some life. Now, Tamanis tried to throw it across. They finally get one through on Alexander Falkenhagen. Got to be careful the other way. A shot blocked there. Taken now by McBride. Chrysophides, again, a sophomore transfer, playing for the Owls this season. Came over from another Owls team at Westfield State. And maybe a chance the other way. A couple teammates collide there, but it's Gonzalez who throws it around. Handled by Festa. Shot. Didn't get through. Gonzalez throws it through, a chance. Oh, and a nice block by Snyder as the sun now starts to trickle through the doors here. Shot on goal, another save. Oh, and an open goal, and a save is made by Falkenhagen off the shot from Festa. I'm not sure how he did that.
I don't even think he knew he made that save. It looks like he wasn't even looking in the direction.
He didn't even see the puck. It just went right into his pads. Certainly take that if you're Fitchburg.
Yeah, Festa probably wants to have that one back.
And you could see it. He saw that. His eyes got wide with that open goal. Owls can't keep it in, and now they'll just fling it in and regroup. Declan Bronte behind his own goal. A takeaway here for Kearney. Kearney throws it in, goes wide. And you've seen the momentum seeming to shift a little bit here with that Keene State goal. Trying to get back in it even more. Now, Unger. Unger works his way into the zone, flings it in, off the glass. Halbig. Another takeaway for Keene State. Unger throws in for Christofides. Christofides knocked down. Big hit there from Isaiah McKinney. Christofides. Got to watch the offside here. And now here comes Fitchburg the other way. And we're going to get a whistle and a stoppage. Think for offside. Yeah, that's looks like what the whistle was for. So it was offside. Keene State wins it. We'll probably see the other way. They come. Shot on goal. Another save made there. Fontaine tried to drop it back there for Hoffman. Hoffman now has to race after it. 32-22 now. Shots on goal in favor of the Owls. They've broken away a little bit here in the third in that category. Another chance, weaving his way through. Rebound from the puck and whipped on. And that was Peyton Jones, who just couldn't connect on the shot. Now Jason Smith against his own boards. Owls with a little 2-on-2. Maybe make it 3-on-2. A player falls down, thrown in front, and it goes wide. Around the boards, but not cleared out. Smith sends it in. Another chance here. The backhand attempt, puck still loose. Oh, and it just skirts past the stick of Jason Smith. Owls keep it in. Sent back in there off the stick of Koschel. Up the ice they go. Tumanis drops it back. Sean McBride will fling it in. Owls had to avoid the offside there. Orme Lynch shot and a save made. Good one there from Sloan. Flung back the other way, intercepted by Bronte. McBride. Handled by Jack Lindholm behind the goal. About 11 minutes left. Takeaway here from Rennick. Rennick sends it in. Owls try to regroup. Sean Gray comes away with it. Gray tried to move it up, and it's sent along the boards by Fitchburg. Another big hit there in the corner. Flung in by the Falcons. About 10.5 to go here in the third. Keene State has a goal back thanks to Marcus Christofides on the power play. It was about 3.5 minutes into this one. The third period. But Owls hungry for more, trying to get even more back into the game. Weaving his way through is Kearney and just lost the handle of it. Good defense there from Halbig. Flung along the boards. Owls keep it in. It goes all the way through and a good chance. Carney now. Owls keeping the pressure up. Gets its way through. Looks like this is Declan House. House back to Unger. Unger, a shot goes high. Chrysophides. A big hit there on Unger, and he goes down, back to his feet. 9.5 to go. Just taking their time behind the net there was Isaiah McKinney. Turned over by Fitchburg, comes back Keene's way. Skating up, down 2. Back it goes, thrown in on goal, and it looked like it trickled wide off the shot from the defenseman, Ryan Koschel. Back into the corner it goes. Where Fitchburg takes it, thrown in front. A good chance here, and it didn't get through. Good defense by Keene, getting players in front of the net. Flung in, of course, from the neutral zone, so no icing. Puck still being battled for. Fitchburg still with it in the corner. It goes around the boards where the Owls will take it. Corey Tomain is trying to skate in. Now a chance. And it's in! A goal from Michael Bischetto has cut the lead to 1. Still with 8:18 to play. How about that for Michael Bischetto? A player who hasn't seen the back of the net, I don't think at all this season. That's his first.
Yeah, first collegiate goal there for Michael Bischetto. Comes at no better time. Keene needed something. Now it's only a 1-goal game.
And they're right back into the freshman forward out of Framingham, Mass. Gets his first collegiate goal. A turnover here. Fitchburg trying to answer right back. Keene has cut the lead to 1. And have the puck back the other way. Maybe a 3-on-3 now. Icing is, or excuse me, offside is the call. Owls 2 unanswered goals. Power play goal from Marcus Chrysophides, about 3.5 in. And now Michael Bischetto with 8:18 to go. Makes it a 1-goal game. Chrysophides going after it, can't get the puck there from Bronte. Fitchburg now the other way. Nice takeaway by this Owls defense. They've been a lot more focused here in this third period after a rough second, but they still got 1 more to go if they want to tie it. This should be a tense final 7.5. Sent back in along the boards where it's handled by Mazer. What a third period this has been, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This is exactly what you wanted to do if you're Keene. Get back in this game, kind of put that pressure back on the forecheck.
Owls just send it in, and we'll have to regroup now. Isaiah McKinney trying to come all the way back. Fitchburg got 3 in the second. Keene now has 2 so far in the third. Back and, oh, what a save by Sloan. Able to dive on top of it.
Yeah, Sloan hasn't gotten a lot of action. They've kind of kept him awake with a couple shots here, but, you know, he's been good tonight. You know, there's been a lot of opportunities for Fitchburg that really weren't his fault, you know. He's done a good job. I talked about the battle of the backups, and up to this point, you know, we thought Falkenhagen was having a phenomenal game. I mean, he has faced 40 shots, but, you know, he still played well. Both goalies have tried their best, played well out here today. And, I mean, the score is not, this isn't a barn burner or a shootout in any way, so.
A little bit of early movement there from the Owls. They're going to swap out players to take the face-off. And it goes to the Falcons. Shot in on goal, and it goes behind. Oh, another chance. Just unable to get the stick on it. Owls try to get it out. They can't do it. Thrown in front again. Sloan with a pad save. Might not have even seen it all the way. But his momentum carried him in the direction to make it. Flung around the boards. Owls trying to jump back on the puck. They get it back up to the neutral zone. It's flung in by Isaiah McKinney again. Try to get the pass through up the other way. Trying to find Gray. Couldn't do it. Jack Saavedra, who has a goal tonight, flings it back. Owls take it over. Up the other way. Here he comes. In on goal and flung across from Festa. Owls can't keep it in. Now here's maybe a chance the other way, and good job to tangle him up. That was Hoffman who made the good defensive play there for Keene. Owls come back. In on goal, trying to get a good look there, to no avail for Festa. Easy stick save there from Sloan. 5 minutes to go in the third. Keene State only down a goal, but they're still working against the clock. Around the boards it goes. Fitchburg gets it back. Chance in. No save made. Sloan will glove that one. Would have gone high for a faceoff.
Yeah, and Fitchburg State started to put the pressure back on Keene State, a little bit. And, you can see that, Keene State's got to find something here to kind of get them back in that offensive zone like they were a few minutes ago. It'll be interesting to see here when they decide to pull the goalie as well, whether we're entering that, 3 minute, 4 minute zone,
Have a face-off, or about to have a face-off now. Looks like Hanson will stay in the circle. Hanson going against Orme Lynch. Owls win it. It's flung back the other way. Doesn't get to the end line, so no icing. McBride battles for it against Orme Lynch. The other way, here come the Falcons. Keene State with another good takeaway. Drop back. Owls try to keep it in. Fitchburg using the boards. Flung back in now by Keene, and they'll regroup. Pass a little too strong there for Trout. And it now goes briefly into the Keene bench there. Keene State under 4 to go. Can't afford to have too much time playing defense. Got to get something off here.
Yeah, they've kind of just gone into these inconsistent waves where they have a really good set of plays, really good offensive, and then they kind of fizzle back a little bit more passive. They need to kind of level that out.
Flung up ice. Battle of 25s. Fitchburg comes away with it. Owls try not to let it get past center ice too much. Oh, and through to Manus. A huge hit is laid off the mask there of Falkenhagen, but an Owl is down. And taking a moment, but getting back to his feet, Joe Fontaine, who took that hit. That was a massive hit.
Yeah, and they're gonna send
box.
Yeah, they're gonna send McKinney to the box here. He's been chomping at the bit all night. He's been kind of part of the extracurriculars for Fitchburg. Throughout the game, he had a little bit of a tussle with Chris Afides earlier on this period. He's been talking. I've seen him out there, and that was a pretty brutal hit right there. That was almost like the one we saw the other night with Corey Taminas being on the end of that and just getting that game misconduct. It'll be interesting to see what they go with here, if it's a 5 minute or 2 minute.
Yeah, I mean, and on the Fitchburg side, you just can't afford a penalty at this point in the game. It's going to be a two-minute minor, but you just can't afford that kind of penalty. I mean, you're clinging now to just the 1-goal lead. Keene's going to have all this 2-minute power play. They might even pull the goalie at some point to make it a 6-on-4.
Yeah, I disagree with that call. I think that's a 5-minute major, any day of the week. I think, he was blindsided. It was a hit to the head. At this point in the game, I don't think that's the right call to make for 2 minutes.
Cleared away there by the Falcons and played by Sloan. And after all that, Corey Timanis had a good look at Alexander Falkenhagen. The shot hit right off of his mask and went up into the netting. Peter Unger chasing after it. Unger tried to drop it back. Christofides along the boards for McBride. Keene looking for another clean look. Oh, and a wayward pass. It gets right past McBride. A minute gone on the power play. And about 2.5 to go here in the third on the game clock. This is a big power play for Keene. Not a lot of looks so far. And they keep in mind the difference in this game right now was a shorthanded goal that was allowed by Keene. Sent back, McBride keeps it in. Almost a wayward pass, but luckily the Owls stay on top of it. Half a minute to go. McBride, shot intercepted. A shorthand opportunity again. On goal, in front. 4-2.
Yep, that's the nail and coffin right there. Yeah, it'll do it.
And the shorthanded goal, once again, the same man who had it in the second period, Hunter Dunn.
Yeah, and that's going to be the talking point after this game for Keene State. I mean, 2 shorthanded goals is just, you don't even see 1 very often in a game. 2 is an extreme rarity.
That's the difference.
And that's the difference in this game is it should be a 2-2 game right now, and it's 4-2. And I really think, with 2 minutes left in the clock, that's going to probably be the nail in the coffin, the dagger right there.
Keene still has 24 seconds on the power play, but Hunter Dunn gets his 4th. His second today, both on the shorthand. It's flung along the boards, and Keene's probably not going to have one more charge on this power play. I mean, we'll see if they still decide to pull Will Sloan. Can't blame Sloan, though, on those 2. I mean, it's always hard to stop a breakaway attempt.
Yeah, and I mean, in even that situation, Dunn hasn't had a guy 20 feet from him. He hasn't... he's been all alone, so it's a lot harder as well, just because, there is no pressure coming from the back. He can do whatever he wants. It's like a shootout,
Yeah, I mean, nobody to disrupt that shot from behind. Weaving through, shot on goal there, and a save made by Falkenhagen from Declan House, and we have some extracurricular here after that.
Yeah, Sean Gray. And I don't know who that Fitchburg 24... Oh, Nicholas Milhorn.
Yeah, Milhorn had the first goal tonight for Fitchburg back in the second.
Yeah, and I think
Milhorn's going to go to the box. I don't know if they're sending any Keene State players. That looks like just Milhorn right now.
Yeah, I think it's just Milhorn, but frustrations are rising for Keene State. That was a messy little play.
Actually, there's still 5 skaters on the ice, so Milhorn not in the box. Looked like he went in for a second, stay corrected. Final minute here of the third. Keene State has got a couple goals this period, but it looks like it's going to fall short. Collision there with Busquetto, who had the second goal. And with a loss, Keene State would fall to 7-9-1. It would snap their little 2-game win streak. And a win would snap Framingham State's 6-game losing streak, which, ironically enough, started with a loss at home to Keene State, 4-0, back on December 8th. Back it goes, a chance in front. Oh, great save again by Falkenhagen. 30 seconds left. Game likely over for Keene. And we have a whistle. A little pushing briefly there between Busquetto and Nick Weber. A reminder to tune in later, maybe get to the game if you can at Spalding Gym. Keene State men's basketball will take on Middlebury College. Should be a lively student section in that one with classes beginning tomorrow. Final 20 seconds here of this one. It's going to be a takeaway. Owls get it back onside. Final 10 flung in along the boards. Keene State will fall to 7-9-1, and we have a whistle. Maybe a penalty here.
Yeah, it's just emotions are running high right now. You know, Keene State, just, you know, this isn't the outcome you want. You win 4-0 against a team. You expect to, I mean, not dominate, but at least win a game or, you know, compete. And they really haven't done a good job tonight, you know, competing. You know, it seems like, you know, we'll have to bring this up in the post game with, you know, Coach Bobby Rodriguez, but they seem like they're three different teams tonight. In the first period, they were an decent, okay team. The second period, they were a disastrous team. We had no idea what was going on. And then in the third period, they looked really good for the first 15 minutes of it, and then they just kind of collapsed again, back to that disaster mode.
Yeah, just too little, too late. Kearney ends up in the box. It's not going to matter anyway. Fitchburg gets, I guess, what you call kind of an upset win here on the road today. 4-2 over the Owls on Martin Luther King Day. And they snap finally their 6-game losing streak and improve to 8-7. The Owls fall to 7-9-1. It snaps their 2-game win streak. We'll be right back here in just a few moments. Keene State Falls will have Coach Bobby Rodriguez on with the post-game interview. Stick around here.
So when I ask students why Keene State, the students say unanimously it's the sense of community. The feel when you walk on this campus is immediately a sense of belonging, a sense of safety, a sense of welcome, and a sense of opportunity and promise. And so I think our students feel that when they come to our campus, and they experience it when they join us. Why students choose this campus is the sense and feel, and also the opportunity and the promise of that opportunity for them when they're making the decision. And why they stay is that we deliver on that promise. We have students from urban environments, from rural environments, and when they come to Keene State in those first weeks of forming a new community, they bring all of those experiences together to create a better Keene State. It's a campus small enough to feel a sense of recognition and identity, and a campus big enough to feel part of something bigger than yourself. This isn't a passive experience, so please get engaged, find a club, make a new group of friends, get involved in a recreational sport activity, an intramural sport, get involved in a creative performance, go see a show, be a part of this community and squeeze everything you can out of Keene State. And if you do that, I am confident you will have an exceptional experience and your life will be changed as a result of it.
So I know facts of 5 are friendly. So I'm going to box out my 5 and my 8. My name is Ellie Lyons. I'm from Charleston, Rhode Island, and I'm majoring in elementary education and sociology. I am a student teacher, and I come into the classroom every single day from 8 to 3, and my CT, my cooperating teacher, will give me lesson plans or just things to do throughout the day so that I can slowly become used to running a classroom. I got interested in teaching because my mom has been a teacher for more than 30 years, and I've watched her enjoy teaching every single day. So I know that the passion never goes away, and I have always grew up in that experience and in that environment, and I knew that I would like it. One of the bigger reasons that I picked Keene State was because of the education program and how quick it gets you into the classroom. I know I went to other schools and I talked to those programs, and their hands-on learning was way later than Keene State, so I decided that would be best for me. I prefer hands-on learning. In the beginning, we start with lecture-based learning for education, and then once you get moved into the classroom, your junior year, you get way more hands-on, and it actually gives you the experience And more than just like creating a lesson plan, you're actually in the classroom learning like classroom management or just like how to deal with situations that you don't really taught. I chose elementary ed because of the ages. I have always been a babysitter my whole life, so being exposed to like those younger ages, I've really been able to make connections with them easier. My first day starting at Simons, I actually already felt comfortable just because with Methods 2 gave me the exposure of being in this building and with this community and like the staff and faculty. Now I feel like I am part of the school almost. A lot of teachers or student teachers might experience like being maybe below other faculty or staff, but here at Simons they make you feel like equal and give you those like opportunities to be seen as just like a regular teacher. I think I'm most proud of after the start of student teaching was probably planning my solo week, which is right now. I feel like on my first day of solo teaching, it wasn't really scary, but it was like exciting and it was a little nerve-wracking just because like everything was in your hands. But everything that I have been prepared with, so like Methods 1, Methods 2, has really like exposed me to stuff like that. And being in charge and knowing how to like manage a classroom and plan for lesson plans and longer days. From the first day, my cooperating teacher has been very easy to get along with. I definitely feel like she's preparing me to be a teacher on my own just because she has thrown me into those challenging conversations or just like topics. And she shows me like how to reflect as a teacher, which I think is super important because even after her lesson, she'll be like, hey Ellie, like what do you think I should do next? Or maybe next year, like maybe I'll try something different, like what do you have in mind? I feel very prepped to go out and teach. I even had experience before when I went back home, I was doing substitute teaching. And that was like a piece of cake. I've had like people comment on how well I do like classroom management, even at like a random school like substitute teaching. So like I can definitely tell that Keene State has helped me a lot.
Ignite your athletes. Empower your coaches. Rally your community. Support every team with one solution with the Huddle Athletic Department package. You put all your school's coaching tools under one roof. From recording to analyzing to sharing, with your Huddle AD package, you cover every angle. Equal access means equal opportunity, and equal opportunity means full potential. Let's take your department to the next level.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
At Keene State College, life is an adventure. You'll forge your path forward. As an owl, you'll take on challenges in the classroom, field, court, or track. Every worthwhile adventure has its share of blood, sweat, and tears. It takes hard work and dedication. No owl flies alone on their journey at Keene State. Teammates, coaches, professors, alumni, and fellow owls are with you along the way. They lift you up as you continue forward. When you're part of Owl Nation, you become the person you truly want to be.
We know you will find your community along Appian Way here at Keene State College. Over a campfire on the student center lawn. In some friendly games and competition. Or in a club you connect to at the Student Involvement Fair. Maybe you will find your people on the courts, in a cheering section in the stands, at the rink on the ice, skating as an owl, or chilling in the yoga studio. Your connections may take place on the quad, listening to music, hanging out with friends, participating in a Keene State tradition like Pumpkin Palooza, or working on a group project, studying with classmates. Maybe your talents will bring you together with your community on one of our stages, in the main theater, or the recital hall at the Red Fern Arts Center. For us, community is all about the people you...
Looking for a new car? It's time to visit New Car Nissan of Keene. 600 new Nissan cars, trucks, and SUVs are available right now. Plus, New Car Nissan of Keene has the most competitive prices. Every new Nissan comes with New Car's complimentary 20-year, 200,000-mile protection plan. Drive worry-free for many miles to come. Visit New Car Nissan of Keene today and discover why everyone loves a new car.
I worked in HVAC when I was in high school, and I really liked being on a job site. When Keene State came to my high school, the admissions counselor told me I could have a job on a job site and also make a difference on people's lives. He said being a safety engineer meant I could work with my hands, but also make sure that everybody was going to be home safely at the end of the day. The safety field is growing rapidly because companies are noticing that keeping their workers healthy means that they can keep their workers working. My plan is to graduate from Keene State so I can get back onto a job site as a safety engineer. It's great because there's jobs to choose from all over the United States, so I can basically go anywhere I want. Keene State is giving me the tools to make that happen.
Fenton Family Dealerships, Tri-State area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, has state-of-the-art service facilities and services all makes and models. Home to an exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty on no extra cost to you. Locally owned since 1986. More information at fentondealerships.com.
At Keene State College, life is an adventure. You'll forge your path forward. As an owl, you'll take on challenges in the classroom, field, court, or track. Every worthwhile adventure has its share of blood, sweat, and tears. It takes hard work and dedication. No owl flies alone on their journey at Keene State. Teammates, coaches, professors, alumni, and fellow owls are with you along the way. They lift you up as you continue forward. When you're part of Owl Nation, you become the person you truly want to be.
It's always been more than just a game. It is a legacy. Support the USA Basketball Foundation as we look to expand that legacy. For her, for them, for us. All of us, together.
And we're back here on the Owls Media Network after a 4-2 loss to Fitchburg State. I'm here with Coach Bobby Rodrigue. First question for you. You guys on the power play tonight let up 2 shorthanded goals. What do you guys have to do moving forward to kind of fix that and kind of keep the puck in your own offensive zone?
Yeah, I think as far as those 2 power play turnovers go, that's just one of those things that happens. You know what I mean? Like our power play is actually very good, and sometimes that happens. Their penalty kill was a little more aggressive today than it was when we played them down there in December, so it bit us a couple of times. Obviously, we regret it now. You give up 2 of those and you lose by 2.
Yeah,
that tastes tough.
Yeah, absolutely. And a second question for you. We were talking about it on the broadcast, but you guys kind of looked like 3 different teams in 3 different periods tonight. First period it was like, okay,
pretty
decent.
Good. Yep.
Second period was kind of a disaster.
Yes.
And then the third period, you guys really turned it up.
Yep.
What do you guys have to do to kind of make that a consistent, level instead of kind of being up and down and then getting yourselves down and that sort of stuff?
I was going to ask you that. That's the $1 million question. we just had to talk about that with the boys downstairs. It's, finding some consistency and, part of it is, and it's been second periods for us a lot where the guys will sort of go off and do their own thing a little bit. And, we can be a team that's very, very hard to play against. And in the second period tonight, we were not. We were very easy to play against. And that has shown up like that period probably 5 or 6 times this season in different periods. And it's bitten us every single time. We can look at our record and look at our stats and see exactly where it happens. So it's just a matter of, when you've got such a young team, you look at, I know Friday or Saturday we started, six freshmen on the ice, so it's just like when you're a young team like that, I think we had 4 to start tonight. So like that's what they got to work through. Right.
Yeah.
And so unfortunately, sometimes you got to give up a goal and be the dog, and sometimes you got to lose a game to learn that lesson. So, the good part is as much as the guys worked hard and wanted to win this game, as long as they learn lessons from it, we're okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And one more question for you. You guys are heading up to Buffalo State on Friday. That's a pretty big game outdoors. What are you guys doing to prepare for that? As Buffalo State's a pretty good team, and what are you guys going to prepare to move forward with that?
Yeah, so I think we're going to look at tape from this weekend because the first period against Wenwick and the third period tonight, I thought we were outstanding. And the other 4 periods, 2 of them we were so-so and 2 of them we were not good. So it's just a matter of really talking with the guys again about identifying those traits and those habits about being hard to play against. It can get confusing for players because sometimes they'll work really, really hard and think that means they're hard to play against, and they're working so hard that they make themselves easy to play. Like we had too many overhandles today. Yeah. When you think about how many pucks we turned over inside blue lines, those are guys working really, really hard and just not making good decisions.
Yeah.
So I think that for us is like we do a lot of video work with the boys, and then it's on them. Right? Like, they've had good victories. They've had some tough defeats. They've had good shifts. They've had good periods. They've had bad periods and bad shifts. And so it's just a matter of, when you've done it enough times, it shouldn't really surprise you anymore. And sometimes you can kind of see it and feel it. Like we had a really good vibe before the game. We felt really good about the way the guys were looking and feeling in the warm-up. And then in the first period, we felt okay. And then the second period, it felt bad right out of the gate. So, they've got to learn themselves a little bit. They've got to figure themselves out and figure each other out. And then, going into the game of Buffalo, it's just a matter of trying to be consistent. Like not too many highs, not too many lows. Just keep plugging away because when they do that, they're really good.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck on Friday,
to absolutely. You. Thanks. We're going to have some fun out there, I think.
We'll be right back here on the Owls Media Network.
Awesome. Thank you.
This is Paul Sullivan of Sullivan Tire Company. We're thrilled to be sponsoring the Keene State College Athletic Program, supporting the Owls. No matter what the sport is, in Division III, they are legendary. What a great academic institution, liberal arts school, in a beautiful part of New England. So let's go, you Owls, and remember at Sullivan Tire, we're always here to get you there. Thank you.
When we put this uniform on, we're preparing to serve our home state of New Hampshire. We serve part-time in our own communities and for our families and friends. In any emergency or disaster, you can count on the soldiers of the New Hampshire Army National Guard to be there. Our mission here at home is to make life better for everyone, and the benefits we earn help us improve our own lives. Learn more about part-time service with the New Hampshire Army National Guard at nationalguard.com/NH.
Folks, today's game on the Keene State Owls Media Network is brought to you by the New Hampshire Army National Guard. Visit nationalguard.com/NH or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. New Car Nissan of Keene, your premier new Nissan and used car dealership near Keene. Discover the new car difference. American Steel Fabricators. Visit americansteelfab.com. Fem Family Dealerships, the tri-state area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs, locally owned since 1986. Fieldstone Land Consultants, a professional engineering, land surveying, and environmental services company serving New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Vermont, and Maine. The Melanson Company, commercial and residential roofing since 1932. Engelberth Construction, we build relationships for life. Sullivan Tire, located on Winchester Street in Keene. We are always here to get you there. Noyes Volkswagen, we look forward to guiding you on your Volkswagen journey. And by the Best Western Plus Hotel, located at 401 Winchester Street in Keene. Owls fall in a tough one today, 4-2 to Fitchburg State. A couple of shorthanded goals being the difference in that one. Keene State will have about a week off, or a little under a week, to prepare for Buffalo State on Friday on the road. That should be an interesting game. Of course, will not be on the Owls Media Network. But remember to join us later at 7 o'clock as Keene State men's basketball takes on Middlebury College on the Owls Media Network here at Keene, here at Spalding Gym. For Ryan Goodwin, for everybody, for Ryan Otterson, for everybody else on our crew today, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.
You have been watching a Keene State Athletics broadcast on the Owls Media Network. Please tune in to our next broadcast, and thank you for watching.